Ba 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 ba
Ba ba ba ba ba.
ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba. Everybody. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba.
Oh God, that's terrible.
I think we're getting
Yeah,
worse every time we do this.
So you know what? The problem is there's like a
There's no conductor.
well, no, it's not that. There's
Delay?
delay
Oh, really? Well, not on my end. You guys
for like a
sound
no
terrible.
for like a half a millisecond.
Okay.
Which counts for music.
Oh,
It does.
huge for music.
Do you know what our biggest episode is on top of Poser Sham's Christmas special? The most liked.
Mr. Lightside.
The most liked is the one where we broke into song that first time randomly, and I dug up old footage of Ryan going me 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 me, and then we all went la, and Ryan just lost his shit laughing. It's such a gorgeous, genuine laugh from Mr. Messina through his beard. I try to remember it every time I want to kill him for being late or falling asleep in the middle of a set, or I just go back to that laugh, and he's a joyous Star Wars fan. No, we should keep him around a little bit longer. Hello, everyone, and welcome to, well, I know, we said we were done. We've done an hour and 45 minutes. I killed one of them. Come on, that's worth the season end. What if it was? What if it's the future now and we ended the season with Poser's death? Wouldn't that suck? No, it's fine. No, this is the season end. We're on top of the new year. It's just before the new year. It's just after the new year. We're with our schedule. I'm ashamed to say, no, this is not live. We have to record it just to make sure it gets out to you. A week after I got to kill Poser. Did I mention that I killed Poser? I thought it would feel better, more gratifying. I kind of miss him. Nah, I'll get over it. So, gentlemen, getting back to the top of round 13, what's going on? You are on the colony world, worn torn after the Clone Wars, of Cato Nemordia. Giant, beautiful, epic Chinese moss-covered mountains with a veil of fog underneath that you should have fell through because I forgot there was potholes in the road. Fast forward to a dungeon where Haas finally really gets to get into his tactics and use his gun, but the floor was supposed to be slippery. Forgot that too. Well, I didn't forget the edge of this room was dark. Didn't do much. And now, a moment of silence for Poser, who just keeps laying down in front of GAurdians. I don't know if it's a fetish or what's up with him, but it's top of the round. It's round 13, and Haas the cyborg, you are up, and Poser, you're flat on the deck. Haas, what do you do?
All right, sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm just queuing up the battle music.
Okay, good.
Get going.
Get going. Okay.
Get
awesome.
going. What do we do?
What do I do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Think for a second here.
Okay, swift action.
Swift action.
I'm greedy.
Last
Yep,
yeah, no problems.
I'm greedy to burn every force point, every destiny point, every swift action I can get out of you guys.
That's no problem.
What do you got?
Just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
Last encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Merrick took, a big axe to the head. Went down.
Poser is down. Merrick's-
Last encounter.
Oh, sorry. The last time around. I thought you meant like last week. Sorry. Continue.
Merrick beside me
Mhm.
took an axe, went down.
Mhm.
This encounter, Poser takes an axe, looks injured.
Doesn't look so good.
Doesn't look so well.
When he curls up in the fetal position like that, sucking his force thumb, you know things are bad for him.
I will have to say, out of all of us who look best with axe, he does it much better than I do.
It's sticking
So-
out of him. Go on.
So train of thought. I need a new wingman because they seem to keep falling.
I need fresh cover? That's what you're getting out of this? Dark side point? What the hell's the matter with you? What's wrong with you, man?
I
Oh,
will.
I need a new meat shield. That's what's going through your head right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, he did just meet us like a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Can he get an honesty point?
Oh, I won't give a dark side point because he's not like grabbing someone and holding them up. You know.
Next again.
Yeah.
Give him ideas.
But no, I will target the GAurdian that knocked Poser down.
2 squares away on your right, to the east.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
to the east.
All right. Have at it.
Pew pew. With a 13,
No, I'm sorry.
I will burn a force point.
Okay. You guys think they're like candy.
One.
14. No. So sorry. He sneezed,
That's
deduct. He sneezed, deducted, and it went over his head.
Yeah.
Anything
Right.
else?
Oh, I'm good.
The luck of the party has turned.
I'll take it.
Okay. Poser is unconscious, dying, dead. That last hit, you said something about damage that would take over your threshold. You took 25 points of damage. How many points did you have when you took that damage, Poser?
I had 21, so it drops me to -4.
Okay. And it exceeded your threshold.
Yes, my threshold at the time was 13.
Right. And you were on your way of swift actioning yourself back out of a knock down the track.
Correct.
And if you go below 0 while exceeding the threshold, it's straight out slain.
Yes.
Okay. And now I think there's a couple of tricks characters, like I said, before the round ends. Maybe a glimmer of hope. But right now, Poser, you are laying flat in a darkness, a flat plane of nothingness, more creepy and inch of water than Stranger Things. There is a GAurdian lying next to you. And he just sort of is there and fades away. You look around, roll over. There's nothing in the darkness. And then you see at your eye level, low to the ground, 2 beady little red eyes. About 30 squares out. "25 squares out. 20 squares out. What do you do?
I'm just going to lay there and keep looking at it.
Okay.
Even in the afterlife, you haunt me. Can you not just leave me alone?
At those particular keywords, the red eyes widen, pale, become humanoid, rise up from the floor to a full 5.5, almost 6 feet tall. Long, dark, not dark as in like dun 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 dun, but you know, the dark brown war Jedi robes. And not the pale cream gray, but a more tan and frayed looking robe approaches and looms over you. And then 2 mature hands of a male grasp the fringes of the hood and throw it back to reveal a near human man of a near human race with his hair long, disheveled, and swept back. And he just looks at you sadly, shaking his head. And he says, "Young Padawan, I am here because you carry me with you. It is you that has tethered me to this place. It is your guilt that traps us both in this prison. Do you not realize that by now?"
Maybe I should be trapped. It was my fault you perished. I shouldn't have lost my lightsaber.
No, you shouldn't. Your lightsaber is your life. But we couldn't have expected a betrayal of that magnitude. And it was my job to protect you not the other way around, Padawan. You have to let it go.
Maybe.
He starts walking around you, kind of gesturing at the open nothingness. Do you think I'm really here? Do you think it's really me that you're talking to? I am just a figment of your subconscious, of your imagination. You can't reason with yourself. You must come to a decision. You must deal with your pain, with this guilt, or I will. And the guy's face, the man, shifts to what you'd imagine a close-up of that pale hologram might be. You heard Draco's voice, thin, like taut piano wire steel. You haven't seen the man's face yet, but you heard that voice echoing in the chamber when you were down the hallway. And your master's face contorts, not to another face, but to anger. And you hear Draco's voice, and he says, "Or I will consume you." Rahal, you're up. Merrick, you're on deck.
Okay. I'm going to take a book out of Dr. Les' playbook. Take a page, I should say. And I'm going to spend a destiny point to automatically crit the Gamorrean.
Are you that rich you like bought a
hovering
bunch?
above me.
Where are you getting all these destiny points from?
I got one left after this one, man.
After this one. All right.
Dude, hey, I've been saving them. I haven't spent them intentionally.
All right.
I was like, I know we're going to get to a point that I'm going to need this stuff. And this seems like the point where I'm going to need this stuff.
All right. But if any of you guys get the idea of going, hey, Jeff isn't tracking his campaign that well, I have fans that track this stuff for me, and I will convert those. Oops, I thought I had a dark side point left. What? No, destiny point. No, Jeff just converted it to a dark side point for cheating. So beware.
Auto crit.
Beware, future you.
Auto crit.
Okay.
Auto crit. High dams. Come on, high dams. That's not bad. So 16 points of damage to the Gamorrean in front of me.
Oh, you just punch him?
With that's sure. No, I hit the wrong button.
I like unarmed strike blunt. It's just like, what is he doing? Is he doing what I think he's doing? Like, oh, my tenders.
There you go. 26
No,
points of damage.
I like the other one. It stands. Dude,
Did the other one kill him?
Yeah.
If it killed him, then sure, I'll go with it.
Just fucking, just
punch him in the foot. Ah!
My Dragon Balls!
Oh, right in the junk. You know what? Rahal totally would do that.
He punches him in the junk, and he falls down to one knee on top of his own vibro axe, and your gun goes off, and then there's confetti coming out of him for some reason, and yeah, he's dead.
Destiny point.
Destiny. Yeah, really. Extra effects for the destiny point. Les looking at his gun like, I didn't get that shit when I used my destiny point. What the hell is this? I killed the boss.
And his credits automatically transfer to your account.
Yeah, really. He leaves gold and potions.
Sick feat, though. Wouldn't that be the sickest feat? Every enemy you kill, all their credits automatically transfer to your account.
Well, you could. You just have your slicer like take his ID, hack his. It's possible. It doesn't happen instantaneously, but It could happen.
That's a few minions away. That's a few minions away.
It could happen. All right. So Rahal, punch the junk, drop the Gamorrean, confetti. Winner, chicken dinner. What? Anything else?
Wow! And then I stand
triumphantly. All right.
And do the Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Bam! The axe chop.
The axe chop double across, yeah.
Yeah. You know it.
The axe double pit chesty spray. All right. Merrick, you're up. Zin, you're on deck.
Okay, I see my prime target is still standing. That
Mhm.
cannot stand.
Okay.
I shoot him. A lot.
You're shooting the GAurdian that's near Poser?
Yes.
Okay.
With all of my bullets.
It's a
In fact-
it's a blaster rifle, just so you know.
He just chucks it at him.
Take my shit and go.
What do you got?
All right. Sasha, eat him.
Is this auto firing? What are you doing?
Yeah, auto fire.
Okay. I'm assuming that's the go-to for you, unless stated otherwise. It's going to be cone. If
Yeah.
it can't possibly fit, it'll be 2 squares. If it can't possibly happen, it'll be a single
I can
shot.
make it a 1 square.
Okay.
I can make it a 1 square.
All right.
Brrrah.
Oh, 17 actually hits him.
19, actually. He's my prime target.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes, that is a hit, sir.
Dams of 19.
And he goes down in a riddle of blaster fire.
He catches all of my pew-pews.
Yeah.
Don't touch Poser that way. Ever again.
Zin. Oh, sorry. Merrick, you got anything left?
I use a few more actions to cuss at him.
Okay. Please. Your native
Language of my peoples.
There you
Use them to move up the condition track.
There you go.
I'm not down the condition track. You people are just weaker than I am.
He started, but
beastly man.
then you stopped your progression.
Shit, I forgot to use my Swift to get it.
Yeah.
Do you want mine? I have extra.
It's cool. I had a destiny point. I was just like, pizzazz!
So, Zin, back to Zin looking down the scope, right? He pans left, there's the Transdoshan, who's about to roll perception to see if he sees him. He pans right, and you see Rahal turning towards Merrick, but he can't see Merrick as the wall, so Rahal's just arguing with somebody about stuff. Should have used your Swift action, buddy.
What's going on there? I just kind of shake my head.
I know, but there's Rahal by himself and the Transdoshan.
Swing the barrel of my rifle over.
And no one would know. No one would know, Zin.
Oh, it's not
There's-
him.
there's-
How can I get a
there's-
shot right there?
Zin likes me.
I do like Rahal. It's left.
He's one
it's
of the
that-
few.
You were
It's that-
you were there
it's
when
that
he betrayed
rat-
Poser for credits. You were there when the bet went down.
Yeah, and he
No.
thought it was a genius play.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, no, it's me that he would be targeted,
It's
but I'm not
that
by the window.
rat bastard left.
He's
I'm not by
you're-
the window,
No,
so I'm good.
he's way.
No, no.
So close.
Les saw the first
All right,
shatter
then.
of the glass, and he's like,
This
nope.
guy's got to smoke.
Okay, he's shooting for the Transdoshan bodyguard. The safe play.
All right.
No trick
Yeah.
shot. Fine, be that way.
18 to hit, 14 damage.
Miss. And
Wait,
even
against his
flat-footed.
flat-footed?
Yeah.
Oh.
I got 22
Force
and my
point.
flat-footed
Force
is
point.
Point.
I
Force
will
point.
spend a force point. Let's see how many.
Yeah.
Let's see
Oh
what I
wow,
have.
that's been a while. For you
Let's
at least.
see how many I have. I think I have 2 left. This is a worthwhile expenditure, so I will spend a force point.
All right.
All right, here we go. Spins the chamber, puts the gun to his head.
1. So what do you got now?
Fucker.
What'd you get?
19.
Sorry, no. 20 is what you
Ah.
Oh, sorry. That's the, you guys in this fight. 3 of you have used a force point and come within 1 of what you needed because of those 1s and 2s. So it's
So that guy's kind of looking down range, and a bullet just goes skipping right off the top of his rifle.
yeah. Thanks for the warning.
And I'll rehide.
And he rehides with a. I love these stealths.
34.
34. Just was I ever there?
Dude, that's insane.
I am one. with
How
the
do we
shadow.
ever know you're there?
No, we don't.
You can have an entire trial about a murder, and the seat is just empty. You know, would the defendant please rise? Do we really know if he is? You know, there's no name on the paper. His stealth is so high.
So true, though.
There's no
It's
name
so
on the
true.
docket. We're here to try for the murder of this man. We suspect whoever's supposed to be in that chair.
So,
You may think he's here.
about those whole Saga rules thing being broken.
Exactly. So, if you're done, Zin, yeah?
I believe I'm done. Yes, sir.
Dr. Leth. And right after, Master Dina. Dr. Leth.
Okay, so I'm going to be making as much of a movement to get over to Posa right now as I can.
Sure. He's like,
However, I don't believe in the last session, I don't believe I specifically said I stood up. So I have been looking, but I can't find any rules for crawling. Would it be reasonable to say I can move half?
you stood and took a shot at Demos. Otherwise, he would have had a
I
lot
did
more
stand.
cover. So I'll take that you did, because you just took a shot, used a destiny point, and it was end game, and you stopped. So
Okay.
I'm kind of forcing that movement on you, because otherwise you wouldn't have a clear shot. Or no, use a destiny
Yeah,
point for
yeah.
anything. No, you're trick shooting from the hip, from the ground. It looked like the Brezzer killed him. You shot upwards between Merrick's legs from the ground. So yeah, no, you're still down there. Because technically,
God.
Okay.
a destiny
Some
point is that
ashes fly out
powerful.
of the fucking-
Yeah.
Oh, ashes.
I'd like to force that on you so you can stand, but technically a destiny point's that powerful that you're on the ground. Like you said, thank you for honesty.
Yeah, no, it would have been in my intention, because if things went badly and Poser was not down, like,
Okay,
I'm prone, so I'm harder to hit.
You stand up.
Do I have to?
Yep.
What I'm saying is, can I crawl the 10 feet to
Nope.
just like,
Per move, 5 foot a
Oh.
move. So no, you got to get up, buddy. You get up as a move.
okay,
You
well,
move to him as a move.
I'm sorry, Poser.
Right?
Yeah, but I need to start the check.
We got a swift left. That's it. 2 moves.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Poser. Master Dina goes with you. Goes 1, 2, goes steps behind the wall. Behind Haas, is beside you, but technically still adjacent to Poser. And you get to him, and you're about to kneel for free and get out your bag and start working on him. She's right beside you, and she says, "I will aid you." And she reaches out and cradles his head, kind of thing, like preps the body, flips him over, looks for loose change, gets the body ready for surgery. But I just moved from standing from inside the doorway 1, 2, 3 squares. I take an E for free, and if I had an action left, maybe I'm doing something. So between me, Poser, and the audience, Poser,
Yes.
I will consume you, and then a light opposite the figure in the darkness brightly shines on you like a spotlight. And gnarly old lady hands come down as if they're searching for something and just start groping you and stripping you clothes, and it's really invasive. Can you tell me, while this horror is beseeching you, I mean, this is beyond Call of Cthulhu tentacles. I mean, those are old grandma hands that are just
This is the grandma from Golden Girls.
yeah, this is
Okay,
this is
to be
mom.
fair,
Like
guys,
you're,
I'm
you're
too
getting
young.
a hand,
I
you're getting a
don't know who
handy
you're
from
talking
Estelle
about.
Getty right now, brother.
Oh,
Um,
that's okay. We'll
I'm
send you a
trying
link
to think
after.
of something relevant. I don't know.
They
Well, no, I'm looking up Golden Girls.
it's an awesome show of comedy about 4 seniors that live together, and they took one senior that's like 60 and they made her look 80 with makeup, and she played one of the characters' mother, Ma,
Okay.
and she's this little Italian lady from Sicily, and she'd break into these stories. Picture it, Sicily, 1946, and yeah.
Stop or my mom will shoot. Have you seen that film?
No.
Anyway,
But no, I see.
You're
I've
not
looked
missing
up
anything.
images.
okay.
I
so
see who you're
so
talking
anyway, going into Vital Transfer here. You got the book up in front of me here. Vital Transfer. She uses her life force to grope another living creature, using the force as a conduit. I take a standard action. It's one creature I groped, and I make a use of force check. Now, thanks to Dr. Left's brilliant surgery earlier, instead of me taking -10 to everything I do, I was gently groped out of my coma, and I only have -5. This woman, between you, me, the audience, the wall, and just Poser, no meta, remove your headphones, boys. This character is as she identified herself, she was a master, somebody worthy of being possibly targeted of, Order 66. Now, it wasn't 66 that put her down. She just, took some explosive fire from a ship or something, and you know what I mean? Like something unfortunate. Jedis did die before Order 66. She was, I guess the Jedi that was assigned, or among the Jedi that was assigned here. Anyway. And you asked her, let's keep this on the down low. So as best I can, with a use the force of plus 20, so now it's down to plus 15.
Wait.
What?
I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah?
And totally go meta.
Yeah?
How many rounds did you have her do nothing?
I never said she did nothing. As far as you guys know, she was in the hallway.
Right. But how many of those rounds did you actually have her do nothing? And of those rounds, how many of them could she have spent swift actions to move herself back up the condition track?
Ah, interesting.
Just asking.
Interesting.
For argument's sake.
Well, again, reviving her. Any hero, blah, 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 blah. 15 treat injury check. Bring her out of a coma. I've been in a coma for a long time, boys. Remains consciousness at -5 position on the track. Otherwise, she regains consciousness, blah, 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 blah. I must need a week at least aboard the Resurgence. This is serious bed rest and health. To answer your question, okay?
So the module covered that.
Yeah, well, I said before the module overwrites things sometimes. Sorry, I guess maybe
Nope.
I should, because we didn't have our doctor here, and if Leth said, I'm a doctor, could you explain this? I'd be like, oh yes.
Hey man, I gotta try. If I can give, if I can give the new
Yeah.
superpower an extra +5.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that.
So, using my Sith dice, why not? I'm gonna drop a 5, so that's 20. 20 with the old transfer, DC 20. Well, 15 would have healed you 2 times your character level. This gets you 3. 3 times your character level in hit points. Clear, cojones, papa. And there we go. I'll take his temperature now. A hand slips under your t-shirt and closes her eyes just a moment with a deception check. A 5. Where are the buttons? What the hell? What do young people wear today? Just, fuck it. Rip. Clear. You saw nothing, doctor. Or I'll fucking kill you. There's like Haas like right in front of her. Like the head just kind of turns almost around, and then just decides, nope, do not acknowledge I saw or heard anything. 3 times your character level, buddy. Don't say I never did nothing for ya, poser, Mr. Willems. Maybe I'm a little attached to your guy. She could have been in here slugging and swinging force powers, but to stay with the story, Poser said down low. You guys have 6 characters. We brought in Zin conveniently. I like how this played out, and I got to kill somebody. But, yeah, it's true. This NPC would be helpful. Leth didn't get there in time. Sorry, buddy, I got this. And vital energy of hit pointness. You are what level, Poser?
I am 4th level.
4th level. 12 points of damage. 12 hit points come back to you, flooding. Now, do these have to come out of me?
Debate.
These come out of me?
Yeah, they come out of you.
Half of it
Half
does.
of them.
So you take 6.
Oh, okay. Well, then she just kind of faints on top of you, face down in your groin. I'm very weak. Actually, she just falls face down on you, like lips to lips. You wake up.
God, no. Well, I guess I'm still unconscious, so I have no clue.
Well, we'll get to you. The bad guys get to go next. The Transdoshan, who's, last guy standing, as it were. You wasted my master. You wasted everybody in here. I'm taking shots. As a swift action, he'll take second wind. I've got extra second wind and shake it off. And all kinds of neat stuff. Waha. Taking back 1/4 of my hit points, which is a lot. So if I have this many, I divide that by 4.
Cue the evil GM laugh.
That brings me up to a decent amount to keep going. So, swift. Oh, ha! That's better. I got all kinds of stuff. Oh my god. I mean, commanding presence, right, which I used earlier to drop your wills. It wasn't Domos, it was me. Haha. Draw fire, harm's way. Like, I have a ton of stuff, but it just always comes down to, you know, pew pew at me, pew pew back. Back and forth we go. What have I got left? Well, stun grenade would be good, but it doesn't really seem to do a lot. I noticed the stunning and the you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't knock it. Like, that force slam was awesome. You all got knocked on your asses. You got to get back up. A stun grenade is like, and I half my thing, and I half my thing, and it's like, 2 points on one guy. So, seeing that the last stun grenade wasn't very effective, I think I'm just going to keep shooting. However, the tide is turning, people are exploding, and whether I see anybody or not, I'm alone. So it is time to retreat. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Takes cover 6. In the hallway doorway, as it were. And swift, move back, and then take a shot. Who have we got up? Who's standing? Just Haas?
No, I'm up.
Oh, you're up?
I'm up too.
You're up.
Yep.
Merrick's up. Haas is up. Okay. Because now I'm kind of looking for nothing personal, just to shoot one of you. I think it's more of a, like I want to suppress fire. So, now Trandoshan's are about the hunt. It's kind of personal. Haas got me, and he's gonna, he's kind of locked on the hunt. He's in hunt mode, so Haas is gonna get some. 6 plus 7 is 13.
A noper.
I'm gonna use a force point. Yeah. Bad guys have them too. I hardly ever do this. 3, 16.
That's still a noper.
Oh, crap. I use a dark side point. What does that give me?
Thanks for the force point.
I should have used my dark side points. Yeah, call upon the dark side. But we'll get into that. I don't think he's that revved up. With only 2, I'm only a minor murderer, right? No, it's dark, man. You call upon the dark side, you get all kinds of bonuses, blah, blah, blah. You immediately get a new dark side point, which is bad. So, backing off, shooting his way out, and he's heading down the hallway that goes to the arena, actually. It goes down to the, the jockey room, and the gladiator room, and out to the arena. Round 14. I'm still on the board. Haas, you're up.
All right, I will use 2 swift actions to move up my condition track.
Okay. You need 3 to go up 1.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
Then I'll use 3.
Okay.
So,
and you done?
and yeah, because what else can I do?
Okay. Poser has 12 hit points, but is he baggage? Does he wake up? Do you need a force point?
I'm unconscious at the moment.
Yeah, but you live.
Yeah.
He's alive.
I think next turn
Thank you, Doctor.
I get brought back up.
Okay.
I believe.
So Poser is, do you go towards the gropey Grammy hands in the light, or do you embrace the master that's had a change of heart?
Oh man, he probably just starts dry humping her.
Well, from his perspective, he's not awake where he can see the person. He just sees this, giant through the light on the dark plane.
Yeah. There's the dark back here, behind my head, and then the light coming this way.
Yeah.
I know to trust in the power of the Force and the light side.
All right. So
I would go towards the hands.
Brace the Grammy gropey hands. Good choice. Excellent choice. Rahal. Next stop, Jersey.
Yep.
Rahal. You have a terrible, terrible feeling of loss. You feel a man down in your gut, and you look over and you see the woman and Leth. He's performed miracles before, descend upon him, and then it's like you just get this feeling like, no, it's gonna be okay. He's been through worse. It's fine. You're fine.
All right,
You're fine. It's fine.
fair enough.
What do you want to do?
I want to.
Oh, GAurdians have been exploding around you, by the way.
Awesome. I love that.
Well,
It's
you
like
can't
one of my
remember. Do
favorite
you remember
shows
Merrick's
ever.
idea about putting a bomb inside the corn and sending him back?
Yep.
You think he had something to do with this?
I hope so. At this point, I don't care.
I mean, he's always laughing and shooting and laughing. So I don't know when they're coming at you and exploding, if he's just like hitting a detonator. Or, I don't know. Just food for thought.
I'm going to move.
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Haha. And shoot.
Okay. Get closer, halfway along the dais, standing proud, right the spot where Leia was, kind of thing.
And I'm going to spend another destiny point.
Oh! Oh! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay. Yes.
I now have no destiny points.
About
But
time.
this is an instant crit, and I
Okay.
just really want to,
Okay.
sock it to him. So
Make it good, buddy.
At least draw blood.
here we go. Let's do this.
What do you got? Come on, buddy.
I got
Oh,
Nice. Ow.
34 points of damage.
34 points of damage. You shoot him directly in the chest. He staggers back and then looks at you more than a little pissy hissed and pissed.
Did that hit his threshold?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe. Yeah, my threshold is, yeah. So I am knocked down a peg, as it were.
And I'll spend my remaining swift action to move myself back up the condition track.
Okay. They don't have to be consecutive, do they? I don't think so. I think you can go like just.
I mean, it just has to be like you use like 2 in the first round and then 1 in the second. It
Okay.
has to be consecutive round to round, but not specific action.
Yeah. Okay. So you can't like, oh, I have a free swift action every round. I'll just take 3 rounds and slowly bank them. You can't really do that, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you can't. That's what I meant.
It just has to be consecutive. You can't go, oh, I'm going to take a swift action in round 1 and then round 10 be like, oh, my second and third.
No.
bumps me up.
Yeah, consecutive rounds, but I don't mean consecutive back-to-back actions. So okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Good. Anything else?
No, that's me.
Okay. Merrick, you are up. Zin, you're on deck.
I would like to move up a central.
Okay. Zin,
then
you
I
have
would-
fresh targets. Merrick.
Target.
Sorry, just saying.
Please.
That's awesome.
he's
so
got a little window, right? And it's like the bad guy left the window. He's like, I got no one to shoot at. And then you would, but Merrick step up on a pedestal, and he's just like, oh, what a great time for. Well, you'll see.
It's the most wonderful time.
He's like,
of the year.
I really like that ship.
Yep. Just mixing a little PSD, and who knows what he's shooting at. He doesn't know.
I'll show those guys not to appreciate my sticky notes.
Awesome, Merrick.
Touche, my friend. Touche.
I would like to use burst fire on
Okay.
this one target.
Okay.
So it's single target auto fire, extra dice damage if
Yeah.
I hit.
Well, I got cover, but
You got cover.
yeah, I'm back off the corner there, and I'm hugging the wall for cover.
I have a line to line without cover on him.
As long as I'm next to an object, I can take cover. You guys have been pointing up on doorways and hallways. That's why he's at back. That's why he's not out here on the edge. He's actually back in the hallway.
Hey, Merrick. You got
All
a
right.
destiny point, my friend?
No, I don't. I threw a table with my last destiny point.
You have a
Oh.
grenade.
I do. Or I could just go to auto fire. Oh wait, no, cover negates auto fire. Or at least does something crazy to it. Yeah, fuck this shit. Eat a frag grenade.
Okay.
Fair enough.
How far can you
I
throw
love
it?
the
1,
fuck it
2,
option as
3,
well.
I don't throw
5,
it. I use
6,
my
7.
grenade launcher to throw
Okay.
it.
Okay.
So I can go 0 to 50 is my short.
So you load your grenade launcher?
Isn't it always loaded?
No, not when you were
Okay.
using it.
I'll load it with my swift and I fire it.
You move while loading with swift and boop, boop, thump. Noob tube.
Say hello. Merry Christmas. No, wait. Was it Life Festival?
No, was it Winter Solace or something? We were all right. I think everybody called it something different, hence the different planets we're all from.
I'm going with canon for what Lucas says.
Solstice.
Winter Solstice? Sure.
Thump.
Thump. What do you got?
Lots of dice.
Oh my god.
Attack of 20.
Miss. 22.
It's AoE. He takes half.
Okay. Half of what?
17.
So I take...
8?
Well, round it down, 16, 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember the last damage because of Destiny Point? You guys remember Rahal? And you did, like, you did 17 twice. It was like 34?
Yep.
Right?
Sure did.
Leaving me with, like, 4. And he does 8. And he goes, kaboom! Goes flying up against the wall that he was trying to use for cover.
Don't hide.
And falls in a leathery, new boots, crispy, flaming gator hide heap to the ground.
Ha Ral, you see that? I give him an elbow. Ral, you see? Like old times, eh? We blow him up real good. Next time you do.
I take the elbow and promptly fall off the dais.
Okay.
Ral! Are you okay?
Okay.
Ow!
Zin, you are coherent. You are focused. You are not currently suffering from one of my PSD flashbacks. And
PTSD.
Sorry?
It's PTSD. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
You said PSD.
Yeah.
Which is
Think about the initials, dude. It's a joke. I don't want to insult veterans.
Personal safety device?
No.
Fair enough.
I've got my BVDs and my
No, it was. Do
PTSD.
you guys don't remember this? Oh, maybe we never recorded it. Remember, you guys were like, you guys called me on this before, and I said no. It stands for like your personal shit happens, or it was not bagging your person. Anyway,
So
not suffering from trauma at the moment, and yet
I don't know who Grandma Spiderfingers is right there.
no, but you can't see her. She's behind the wall.
Oh,
You can only see Merrick and Rahal, and I'm telling you, clear conscience, fully focused, not trauma. You actually feel the urge to shoot. You do. It's there, and your brain processes it. You just line up the next logical target, and it's Merrick, and it's like, where's Mark got a soft spot? Yep, the neck. Maybe I should go for the legs like Spider-Man. No, it's the neck, and it's like you just feel it, and then you're just kind of like, what the fuck? What was I doing? Who's attacking my will defense like that with a 2? But it's there, and then it's gone. What the hell? What the hell was that?
Who found me?
Oh.
I'm gonna start looking around.
Okay.
Let's see here. Perception. 24.
There's no one out there. 24 perception? Don't fool yourself.
Yeah.
This was a gut feeling, an urge that came from your very own augmented little brain. What do you do? It's gone now. You're good. You're fine. You're you. Forget I said anything.
Well, I saw, through the reticle, I saw Merrick kind of shout out in joy and elbow Rahal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I
he's
think that's
throwing
why
confetti every time somebody else uses a Destiny point now because he has none left. What do you want to do?
Oh man, I'll just keep Overwatch. Just make sure nothing jumps out.
You ever play Sniper Elite where you can shoot the German grenade on the guy's belt?
That would be cool. No, I haven't.
That was the urge. Shoot a grenade on the guy's bandolier and see what happens. Where's the weak spot?
Is that my grenade?
Is that my lucky
Son
grenade?
of a bitch! Dial in the scope.
Yeah.
It's mine.
It's one of mine. Well, if I can't have it. Anyway, all up in his head, time goes by. Zin, shall I go to Leth?
Yeah.
Okay. Dr. Leth.
Yes, I noticed something.
Well, here's the
Rather
thing.
odd.
Before you actually get a chance to examine and work on the patient, she just comes and cradles him. And as she flips him over, you notice on your turn that, oh, he isn't dead. He is breathing.
Okay.
'Cause
But then you said that she kind of curled over on top of him.
Oh,
Can
I'm sorry. That was just a whole bunch of me dicking around with Williams. I'm
so
a
she
I'm
is
a force
actually okay
master.
still.
I give him 12 hit points. It's like, meh. It's fought through 3 wars. Had 20 kids. Are you kidding me? This is easy. No, she just cradles him and oh, look, he's still breathing. Do something. Hurry. You know, that kind of shit. My deception of 2. Okay, maybe you're not buying it. But can draw your own conclusion, sir.
I will do that at a later date. For
You
now,
saw the field of battle. He's like 4 squares right
yes.
there, and you're left. You saw him go down. You know what I mean? You saw
I
it.
definitely did.
That was a kill stroke. You
This
saw the
conversation will happen later.
the
though.
like the GAurdian is trying to pull his axe back out, and Poser's ankles are jerking around. It was terrible. Oh, the noise. Pretty sure you died.
The minor training in life sciences I have would kind of tell me that was a fatal blow. But yes, I will,
Haas is in the way, and then you ran over. And anyway, here you are now. What do you want to do?
I will take out a med pack and administer first aid, I suppose.
Okay. So I'm hoping Aiden's been looking up the whole I was at death's door, baggage for a week, baggage for a day, or can you just wake back up?
Sorry, I actually wasn't.
Oh.
Um,
You're supposed to be the expert on these things. Pretty sure dying a lot is your bag. I always forget
Fair. Let's
I'm only defending Joe because on top of second edition, I actually handed him Lion's Justice, which I didn't have time to convert, and he converted the entire module to second edition for me, and he's going to help me run the monsters in it in our advanced beta test. So yeah, I kind of owe the dude just a little bit for the show.
No,
So anyway, what do you got?
That would be, it's the Aiden's level, so 4 plus 6, 10 hit points.
Okay. So 12 becomes 22. Still debatable where you're conscious or not, but they're 2 different sources.
He should be.
you know.
He should
at
be
this
conscious
point,
at
I
this
should
point.
be conscious.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. We are in hostile territory, and I have seen enough battle, and I know my, I know my limitations. I don't have vital transfer twice, but she uses a force point and hits you again. And let those, even if I'm hovering, I go, oh no, Poser, you were my only friend. And he's got my clothes somewhere. Another 12, buddy. She hits you again. I use a force point to recover vital transfer and hit you again, just for good measure, so that you're back
Okay.
up to
30.
should be more. I gave you 12. He gave you 10. That's 22. I get you another 12. That's 34.
Yeah, and I was at -4. So -4 plus 34. gets you to
there's no
positive
negative in
30.
this game. You stop at 0.
Oh, okay.
There's no negatives.
Okay.
It's not like 3. Sorry, they want to know how badly you got hit below and everything for like the threshold thing.
Oh yeah, I guess that's fair.
But you don't keep in track of the negative, so there's some good news for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true. Yay.
Yay! And the bad guys do nothing, and at round 15 never happens. Combat ends, gentlemen. With the scene pulling back just a little bit. No. Episode isn't over. Scene pulling back just a little bit as you guys take stock. Dr. Leth and Master Dina are crouched over Posa. Haas nearby. Merrick and Rahal in the middle of the room looking around. Zin wondering what came over him. And the room goes quiet. What do you guys want to do?
Open my eyes.
Okay. maybe it's time we had those conversations. Because as you search the palace, the rest of the gang and thugs, I can't say you just move in, but they will not hinder your exit. Gentlemen, you find 3 things. 1, you are free to leave, and the rest of the thugs just kind of like, bugger off, and they'll come back if you know what I mean? They lay low and they let you go. All of his entourage and all that kind of stuff, they're just not interested in messing with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this place is just empty for the taking, but I am saying that no one's going to stop you guys from wassing out of here looking awesome like Samurai 7. Second, we learn through asking interrogation or our own, whatevers, that Darga has fled the planet in his personal spacecraft and left Demos, who pretty sure we overheard a conversation about him talking to somebody that's Imperial. The Imperial liaison showed up, had their appointment, cut a deal, and have also left. Everyone's gone. You've killed them? Well, maybe not everyone. Killed them, or they've left. And gentlemen, you all go up 1 level.
Ooh.
Nice.
Which puts Zin and Haas at 4. Now, I had Haas come in at par with you guys, but he hasn't seen like half the action. So you guys are 5th. Zin goes to 4th, and Haas is at 4th.
Oh, I'm going to need some time for this level. This is when things start getting interesting.
Done.
Dun 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 dun.
He just clicked on some stuff. Well, we'll have to talk about our decisions that we made next session and next season. Because, gentlemen, I want to know what you guys want to do to wrap this up.
I'm going to take some time and talk to the robot dude and be like, yo, get this shit in order here. Take it over for Switch. And Merry Christmas to him. My obligation to him is now
Square.
Yeah. For my obligation and everybody else in my crew's obligation. But I would love to still continue doing business with him.
I'm totally cool with that. I've been playing both sides. You guys are all my bitches. But yeah. Time to get confetti. Woot, woot, woot. I'm on your side. Just don't throw me around the room. So, solidifying Stitch's power.
Stitch, sorry.
Switch. No, sorry, Switch. Switch's
I
power
was right.
through the translator who could round up the thugs and planting a seed, getting you points with him. Yeah? Or you just want out from his thumb like, don't call me again.
I'm not obligated to do any of his bidding.
No,
I'll do
he
business with him.
He cut a deal going, work for me and I'll make it worth your while. And you agreed. And since you agreed, he cut you slack. He did a favor for you. He sent his guy to you going, hey, decode this for me and, rewards and blah. And yeah, so play it along. Okay. So we're going to let's move in.
Oh. And I'll take the time to decode that thing for him.
Yeah. Well, our mission was to find out more about the Sarlacc project. And we know Darga had something to do with it with the Imperials, but Darga's buggered off. And it's a pretty good guess, Poser. You wake up?
Yeah.
What's the first thing you want to do when you wake up, buddy?
Go back to sleep.
Okay. She's like, no. They're coming. Your empire, she says, not being used to the word, is on their way. And someone very dangerous will be here soon, young one. She doesn't call you Padawan, but she calls you young one.
Yeah. No, immediate eyes burst open. Crap. Guys, we need to go now. Remember hologram? Yeah, I got a bad feeling about that guy. We need to get off the planet. And immediately Poser's, getting up, satchel back over the shoulder, Axe actually is still out and
Agreed.
is trying to
I
round
agree.
everyone up.
Agreed. I need to see you two in the medical bay as well on the ship.
Fair enough. But on the ship.
On the ship.
In orbit.
Yeah, Zin, they
No,
leave your
in-
ass behind because they think you're drinking in your room. Son of a bitch.
In hyperspace.
Shit, I've got a head start. I hear them kind of look like they're packing up. I just fold the.
Oh,
The
we're
scope
talking on
caps down.
comms, I assume. We haven't said that we're off comms.
Just fold the scope caps down. Don't say a word and just head back to the ship.
Okay.
Nah. Screw that, guys. Bring the ship to us. It fit in the courtyard before.
Who's left to fly it?
R4.
R4, the reformatted, defunct. Well, it's not like we did much to level them. Hey, what's a standard R4 unit? I believe we have it in the thing here. Left you got on your character sheet.
I think that there's a bit of more of a problem with that at the moment, and that R4 cannot move from the medical bay.
Oh. Fair enough. All right. Grab your gear. I don't know. Maybe I can train my manservant to fly.
Well, you could call him. We've completely forgot about him again and again. What was his name?
I forget.
Ja Rule?
No, it was like Alphonse.
The scene switches to like the medical bay, and he's like, "I made tea," and he's pulling out the cart, and he's looking around. There's like Quarian bodies and a stripped Wookiee in the hallway, and oh dear, it's going around.
Is there, as we are leaving though, is there anything worth taking with us?
Yeah, is there?
You mean like searching bodies?
Sure.
Searching Palace?
There's I don't know if you have time for that, Poser. I mean, sure.
Guns-
Sure.
gun-
you
No.
guys
Guns are valuable.
Yeah, you guys search the rooms.
Guys,
and-
we
As in-
need to go.
As
I've
in
been-
anything immediately visible.
So
we
yeah,
have
scoop
on our
up
way
scoop
out.
up the vibro axes, the guys' weapons.
Okay, the Transdotion got blown up. So I'm gonna say
It's
his
a bit of a
second
mess.
his
Let's not deal
second
with him.
stun grenade, his his comm link, right? But he's got 200 credits on him because they're indestructible. Money in my world never dies. Various personal belongings, a blaster rifle that has seen damage. Now, this is something that it may not function perfectly, but Mayor could gut it for parts.
Parts.
Like grenades and in the future kind of thing. So
Sweet.
I take parts.
he's got battle armor. The Major Domo, the guards just had like their axes, their little ritual armor on.
We'll take them.
The Monodomo, Domo, blah blah blah, has got his robes, 300 credits, and again various personal. So you guys are up 500 credits, and umpteen battle axes like vibro axes, which personally I find hilarious because in our Age of Ashes games, they have found weapon after weapon after weapon upgrade of every kind of weapon, a silver this, a silver that, and Frank is holding out for a battle axe, and they found everything but. Switch to Star Wars, they litter the floor, battle axe, and they're vibrating. It's just like mocking you like mom's dildo crawling its way, vibrating across the floor, Frank. Anyway,
Ew.
That one's mine.
that's
Bring it
why
back.
that's why I really should stop drinking Captain Morgan gingerbread. It's in the jug. Captain Morgan gingerbread rum and eggnog.
Is it good?
It's surprisingly good. It's strong and spicy,
sounds
but
good.
it's surprisingly good. Yeah. So, Poser wants to leave. Dina agrees. Leth agrees. We're headed for the door. Merrick, Haas, Rawl are doing a quick scrounge. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Poser goes for his speeder bike
Okay.
because it's on the way out. But
Okay.
I'm not forgetting that, Jeff.
No, dude. You jump on the bike. Dina takes the biker mom position behind you, hugging you. We have to talk, young one.
Yes, we do.
So we're zipping along. You're gonna get there first. Hey, is that Zin crossing that alley? Nah, different. No, he'd be getting there. No, so it wasn't him. Just rooftop to rooftop, right? Those action movies. You see Zin.
Is that a bush?
Yeah. Tumbleweed is hopping from roof to roof.
Tumbleweed. Oh, that's so good. Just tumbleweed just rolling across the.
Just going across, It slows
Why is
down.
that tumbleweed falling?
I know. That's funny because you actually, if it slows down, it's actually pictures in like rolling sideways. Oh, I hate traveling that way.
Hey, quick question. The door to Darga's palace, it's actuated by like a control panel or a droid or something to that effect?
The door? You mean like in
It's an
here?
eyeball thing.
Eyeball thing? All right.
Yeah.
We leave. I
Yeah.
come back. I knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, yeah. Do you mean the blast doors where there were two guards
Yeah.
up top and they started the motor and then one always sticks and the guy
Yeah.
comes and pushes it?
Yeah, that big door.
Yeah, there's no
Well,
eyeball.
I wait till it
It's-
closes, then I double back.
Okay,
Knock, knock, knock.
okay.
Eyeballs.
No, that's
No,
a
it doesn't
bad.
pop out?
No, that's a bad thing. He's thinking wrong palace. That's hut. That's Mandalorian and Jabba's
I'm
palace.
thinking Darga's palace.
Yeah, and I told you there are two guards that were standing over
Oh.
top. The door opened by itself from a motor and always got stuck, and a guy came down, but there was no robot. Sorry.
Okay.
No.
No worries.
So the scene changes to everyone aboard the ship settling in, pairing off, jumping in the cockpit. We have who?
Haas.
Yeah.
Okay. Haas gets in the, gets up there, takes us up. Haas.
Sure.
Okay.
Where are we going?
Yeah. Put us in a low
That's fair.
put us in a low orbit, right?
No, get us
No, send,
out of here.
Send
Out.
like get coordinates to the resurgence.
He doesn't know what that is. He's never been there.
Okay.
I can
Where
give
are
him,
we going?
give him the coordinates for the rendezvous point for the resurgence.
Okay.
Right.
So he's programming them in, and you're waiting to make the jump to hyperspace, right? And
Right?
hyperdrive is offline.
I'll go take a look.
Okay. Merrick heads to the back.
Regular thrusters.
in the
Can we get to low orbit?
Oh yeah, no, you guys you guys took off. He puts us in a low orbit. We're circling the planet, just kind of flying around. And he says, "Where to?" And you're like, "Oh, the misunderstanding." So he wants to fire up the hyperdrive, and the nav computer is calculating, the safe, that type of thing.
Yep.
And ding, fries are done. You have the coordinates, and you engage the hyperdrive. Joe does, and for some reason, it just goes boonk, offline. That's kind of weird. The light was blue green a second ago. It just goes ding, like your engine light comes on, ding. Shit, Merrick's okay. I got this. So Merrick's back there poking around, making mechanics check. Haas is doing the wrist knuckle orangutan on the dash. Did you work? Did you work?
I'll head up to the cockpit and start using computer to see if I can figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Via the systems.
21 mechanics.
Okay. The hyperdrive has been shut down and is like cold.
25 use computer.
Like something has flipped the breaker at the core, to keep the glow plug going. Anyway, you can control all this from the cockpit. This is all controlled, like through mechanics and computer use and blah, blah, blah. You can do all this right now. You're here. You give me a mechanics.
Yeah.
It's obvious the core is cold. What the hell? $27. And you start searching, the obvious solution is like, what, this should be get on a circuit loop, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you find breakers that have been flipped, that kind of thing. But they're automatic breakers. you can reset them from the cockpit, or they light up at the cockpit. You know what I mean?
All right.
Someone has either been into this panel and yanked on it manually, or pushed the buttons down the side to like pop them, or from the cockpit or from the engineering station, somebody has, gotten to the computer and gone, take these offline. Doot.
Okay. I just want to get them up and going.
Yep.
So the hyperdrive up and going.
Yep. You reconnect them.
So fire back up. Go over the comms.
Yep.
We should be good. Hyperdrive, small problem. We all very good now. Try again.
Okay.
I'll watch.
So he's you're there, and Haas, you get the green light, Haas. The little light in the dash goes from red to like blue-green again. Blink. Connection good.
Off we go.
Okay. You want to fire up the hyperdrive cold?
No.
Turn the key and throw it in reverse and floor it. It works fine, but there's a possible, it's like the good old jerry rigging that, it's like we need to warm the engine up a bit, So
I'll let it warm up.
to start going through the checks and the, right?
So while they're doing that, can I check the local system, see if anything's jumped in?
Sure.
Just to, ease my own sense of mind.
Okay.
Let's see, computer use. Got a 12.
Okay. You look in here, you run diagnostic, you see if there's anyone logged in to, tamper, or if the thing's done its, I want to update. Can I update now? And someone stupidly said, sure. On the day of the battle, we try to, that kind of shit, right? Anyway.
No, Java.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No,
Damn you, Steve Jobs!
as far as you can tell, all looks well. No tampering. So we get nice and warmed up. And Poser. The scene goes to Poser and the Master and Leth, who are at the med bay. Dr. Leth, you have 2 patients. Poser should have died. He needs rest. And this woman came out of a coma. And the cockpit has its pilot, its co-pilot, and its leader. And Merrick is at engineering. And everyone's talking on comms, type of thing. But I'm assuming that you have them down in the old medical bay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I've also stopped broadcasting comm. I'm still receiving, but I don't want to send any messages.
Okay.
Ozer would have stopped broadcasting as well.
Okay. Dr. Leth, what state do you have R4 in right now?
R4 is fully functional except for he does not have his locomotive component installed.
Okay. Is he still hooked into the system? Can he monitor, can he monitor the lab and stuff, whatever you had going?
I do believe I had him.
I know you didn't want him online.
Isolated.
You don't want him like online, like the HoloNet, but can he get into the ship systems?
I don't believe I had him connected to the ship systems yet either.
So I can't move, but I'm conscious and I can do all my, robot-y stuff as far as my little pins can reach. And I'm on the end of your work table kind of thing, leaning up against it with the foot off, right? And then they all broke onto him and went, "Hey, computer!" And then they got the little hologram. Remember where you shoved Leia away and went, "No, no touchy." He's in a special state right now of no touch. Okay.
Yes.
So he's just sitting there. You guys are on listen, but you don't want to like hello, broadcast anything. So R4 comes online with you, starts talking to you. And, Master, my barometric pressure, there's a breach in the floor. The loading bay door isn't completely sealed.
That's a problem. And that I would then broadcast.
Okay. And with that, because we actually turned let's move our map to the ship, ladies and gentlemen. Because we turned a loading bay into a lab, right? There's a whole section of floor and stuff. I mean, even if we have his lab, compacted into this little corner here, we're like in space, or low orbit, like in like high up atmosphere kind of thing. And R4 is like, something's wrong. The pressure in here is changing, Master. I can sense it. And all of a sudden, the floor drops just an inch, just enough where you get that suck of air rapidly through the floor, and it's venting. Now, picture us flying at 40,000 feet kind of thing, like you're in a 747. We're not in orbit, as in like high orbit, low orbit, which I believe is still atmosphere. No, we are actually in space. Low orbit is still space, and we were trying to hyperdrive. So you guys aren't even at 40,000 feet. You guys are in space, and this sucker cracks like an inch. So air starts venting. Red lights, auxiliary lights in this lab start going off like, malfunction. The room starts reacting like the breaker and the mechanics that hold the plate, everything up and sealed. The lock is off. And now somebody has engaged or is like playing around with the garage door opener. Go to your automatic garage door opener and hit it rapidly several times, and the door pops, open, closed, right? The safeties on the ship are preventing this from opening. But somebody is trying to open, or the ship system that has like this particular gate is malfunctioning. Meanwhile, back in the cockpit, you're just about ready to go, Haas, getting things warmed up. And then co-pilot, Zin.
Yes.
Proximity warning. Like on the scanner.
Mm-hmm.
A starship
Hello.
has entered high orbit of the planet. It is on the other side of the planet, but a large ship just showed up and dropped out of hyperspace, and your sensors go off.
It's time to go. I don't know what just jumped into orbit, but it's big.
The scene pulls back, making Cato Nemoidia the size of a marble, where we see a tiny little white dot slowly circling on one side of the planet and a large gray wedge-shaped ship just popped out of hyperspace on the other side. And to make problems worse, now in the cockpit, it actually doesn't register that we have a breach down in the lab. And Merrick, those switches pop again. Boink, 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 boink. Electronically activated, as if somebody did it from the bridge right in front of you.
I want to contact Raul on a 1-to-1 channel.
Well,
Also coming onto like an everyone channel. Can I do something too?
yep, everyone start yelling what's going on. Feel free.
Power down all non-essential equipment on the ship now.
Done. Someone else has beaten me to this.
Dina grabs Poser and points at the door exiting the lab. Let's go. I have to get out of here. Like this room is about to vent.
I am instead going to stand there, both hands, and try and lift this thing back into place with the force.
So you're trying to hold it from opening completely?
I'm trying to bring it all the way back to seal.
Yeah,
but if nothing else, at least leave it.
Okay. You reach out with the force, and you hear the creaking and groaning of metal. Dina understands what you're trying to do, stops, and puts her hand on your shoulder and closes her eyes, spooning up against you and concentrating to help you hold this panel in place so that we don't get sucked out into space. Leth frantically calling up to the bridge pretty much unaware of two problems, but has its own. Merrick, I'm assuming, trying to get these switches back down so we can get the heck out of there. And Rahal, Haas, Merrick, everyone. Poser's a little busy using the Force. Rahal, Zin tells you that there's something, something big ship comes into orbit, and your gut turns right over, and you don't sense a bad deal. You have a really, really, I don't want to say it,
Come on.
bad feeling about this.
Oh, jeez.
And we will see you with higher level characters in season 3 of We Shot First. Say goodnight, Haas.
Good night to everyone.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.